Alrighty, we are live. Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to NeuroViz Q&A webinar. I'm Alex Koloskov. I'm the founder of NeuroViz, and I'll be your host today. Let me see. Okay, very good. So this is one of the first webinars, and hopefully it will be on kind of regular basis, at least once per week. I want to talk to you this way in order to be able to answer questions. We do a lot to answer any questions through email, but when I can show you, if I can something demonstrate to you, it will be even better. You are a user, the NeuroViz user. It doesn't matter if you're on a free plan, just trying, or you're a subscriber. I'm ready here to support everyone. So how you guys, if you see me, you can post on the chat. It's a YouTube, right? Public broadcast. So you can just post some hello or tell me if see me well, if you hear me well. And what I'll be doing, I'll be sharing my screen. And I'll show you the most common mistakes that our users do based on the rating of the generation. As you know, after every generation, you can rate it from, it's super cool or so-so or kind of unuseful, not good. And this feedback allows us to basically see what's going on and adjust, tweak applications to work better for you, because there are so many different cases, which, well, many of them really sometimes surprise me that, there is such submissions, such type of subject that you, our user, work with. But this is kind of very valuable information for us to improve. So thank you if you do this submission, if you indicate after each generation, if you indicate is it good or not. And this is, I have admin screen. So for me, your submissions look like this, okay? We hide in email, so don't worry, it's not sharing any personal information. But yeah, I see every unusable submission. Of course, I can see everything. But what I want to tell you, if you do submit bad kind of, if you said bad rating for the generation, please provide, besides selecting drop down what kind of generation is this, please provide the reason, because sometimes it's not clear what is wrong. You submit it. For example, here is one of the submissions. There is a ring. This is input. This is what application receive from the user, right? So it's actually a good photo. It could be retouched. It's relatively good, but it's not all in focus, which is okay for virtual try-on. So this is rings virtual try-on. And user submit that this is wrong product representation. If I look at the generation, well, this is probably too small, but product representation is really good. So I'm basically guessing what is wrong with this. What's wrong, right? Size of the ring small, and it's small on the hand. Well, you won't see this when I download it. But the representation of the product is really nice. So if you do submit that kind of rating, please let us know what exactly is wrong. If it's not really clear, for example, same here, there is something wrong with this, and this is the result, and this is the input, and considering how bad quality of the input, and it's not in white background, it's, for me, it's hard to tell what is wrong with this generation, because for me it looks really good. Okay. Well, we'll go through this. I'll kind of talk about some of the cases that user can do better, because of course sometimes AI make mistakes. This is inevitable, and I think it will be happening, well, for a long time. You get used to it that AI can make mistake when you talk to it, right? Using the large language models like ChatGPT, Claude, or Grok. When you talk, they can kind of say something that doesn't really make sense sometimes, and it's okay. With visual, with AI models that image to image, basically they take an image and doing something else, they can sometimes make mistakes. But in many cases, it's a user mistake. So I'll talk a little bit about this. How to avoid, if possible. But first, I want to show you a few things that maybe not, well, maybe you don't know. First of all, it's super important when you load application. So let's say you went here, first time you log in, and you load application, new application, like this one, for example, right? We always have this, it's relatively long text, well, too long for newer people, for new age, but I really encourage you to read it, okay? I really encourage you to read this text, because this is short description of how you're supposed to use this application. It may be hidden. If you click hide somewhere, it's hidden, so you can click, and please read it. And in many cases, there is a video. Not all. We kind of recording videos, but they are becoming obsolete too fast because we're changing many things. We rapidly growing, we improving. But if there is a video, like on this one, for example, there is video underneath, please watch it. It's really, you'll be more efficient. You will waste less credits. I mean, maybe you won't waste credits at all if you know how to use it, okay? It's important. I see so many mistakes, just people using it wrong way, the applications. Cool thing about retouchers, it's not only here. This is our best, by the way. This is our best retoucher, and I think, I think it outperforms the rest, all the rest, really, if you use it correct way. Of course, you have to provide the image that is good quality, okay? Remember, if this is fine, it's not need to be cropped, but if you have like iPhone shot or something where the subject is really small, please crop it before processing. It's important to crop it. Let me see. Like this image, right? By default, it's like this. So if you have something like this, really, please crop it before you start processing. So make tighter crop. You can crop it like this, it's fine. Okay. Then for this one, it's not necessary, but this is good result. So look at this image. The white balance, while photo is sharp, relatively good lighting, not super professional, but actually not bad. But white balance is off, right? What's supposed to be white background is not white. So the color of the metal here is wrong. It's wrong color. That's the way that this photo was taken, right? Who can tell correct color? Nobody, really. I mean, not AI for sure. Maybe if you're a jeweler, you can, but photo can make tricks with our eyes. You remember that the dress that for some it was, dark with gold. For some it was kind of blue with something else. Remember that was kind of trick with our brain. The photo was treated differently, completely differently because of off-white balance. So on cases like this, it's really important to use color selector. We're going to add this. It's not everywhere yet, but it will be on every retoucher, this colors thing. First, you can select color and set it up to 2 colors, because sometimes it's double, like there is 2 different colors of the metal. And these colors applies only on the metal. We don't have ability to select color of gemstone yet. It will be there. So you can select like this, but in many cases, these colors that we have predefined may not be good. So what you can do, you can have custom color. There is color picker, but the coolest part, besides being able to do this with color picker like this, there is little color picker like that, and you can go to your ring, and if there is a way, if there is area where actually color is correct, you can just select it by navigating to that area, and let's say like this. So here's the color. It's a little bit greenish, right? So I may think, okay, it needs to be corrected. So I kind of correct this color a little bit. I can make it brighter, right? So look at this. And then, okay, I think this is correct color. I set it, right? And that's it. You see, we don't have any prompt here. We don't have instructions on this application. And most likely we're going to take away instructions for the rest of retouchers. Because the truth is, many users screwing up things by putting wrong instruction. Okay, so let's run this. Let's generate. Let's see. Meanwhile, I've seen so many times, especially on virtual try-on, when people enter instruction. This is why we add this button saying, hey, don't do this if you don't understand. They start telling things that really make things worse. They confuse AI. Because let me tell you how AI, how NeuroViz works. It's not like we have image-to-image AI model behind all this and sending the prompt and your picture to it. No, it's multiple AIs under the hood, and they really analyze the image that you submit on any application. If you enter a prompt, it also analyzes this and trying to understand what do you mean, because you'll be surprised what people telling. Make it nice, for example. The prompt, make it nice. You can tell it even for a human employee, especially a new employee, because nice, it's quite different in different brains. So you really need to tell, if you have new employee, what do you mean by nice? So something like this. So this is why we have the system that try to analyze input from user, and only then it choose which model to work with, which will be the best, and kind of run it. So it's quite a sophisticated process. Don't try to put the full prompt here. Well, for example, this is earrings try on, right? You're supposed to select earrings and put it on a model. By the way, it's a good idea to crop it. I'll tell about crop a little bit more about this. So people saying, they basically, I see that they get in the prompt using some other AI like ChatGPT, full prompt, put it on a model, blah, 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 preserve details, da, da, da. And it's wrong. It's really wrong. You basically, you're trying to override our learning, our internal processing by this, and the result might be really bad. So do not enter prompt unless you need to tell it something really specific, something really like. Sometimes it can make mistake because it cannot see the actual design of, let's say, earrings. This one is good. Actually, it's a good idea to have two different angles. It understands that this is same product, two angles. It helps it to understand how it's supposed to be on the ear. But yes, you can tell, like, hey, this thing goes through the ear, or something like that. But never tell the whole thing, like put it on the ear of the model, blah, blah, blah. It's not necessary, okay? Then what's important to, of course, select correct size and correct type. This is, I guess, it's hoop earring, right? I think, yeah, it's hoop earring. So it's important to set it correctly. Then sizing. I know if you've been with us for a while, sizing is a big pain. Your pain, sizing on a model, and our pain, believe it, my pain as well. Unfortunately, AI, it doesn't really understand absolute numbers. If you say it, hey, it's like 10 millimeter in diameter earrings, that's not gonna work. it's not really working well. So we have to kind of choose some relative size, and it tends to make it larger. Why? Because the image of the earrings is a macro shot, and for AI it's like, oh, it's something huge. It is. So just to give you a hint, if you have it applies to rings, to earrings. If you have issue with being it too large, even when you have like extra small, do less tight crop. Let's say you start with crop like this, okay? And if it's too large, just increase crop. Make it like this. And it will be smaller on a model. Okay, it's a trick. It's a trick. And unfortunately for now, we cannot automate it because this is perfect photo. It's nice and white background. But believe me, people submitting all kind of very, very strange photos for try-ons. Really, these are good examples. But if we select like earrings, so it's super hard for us to kind of crop it for you. You need to do this. So if it's too large, crop it a little bit more loose. Okay. Then the question many users complain, hey, I uploaded photo of the model. Why it doesn't look like a model? I have this, let's say, this beautiful girl, and it renders wrong. There is a reason for this. AI by default, it always prioritizes the human look, the face and everything, than anything else. Even with our learning, I mean, that we put on AI models, yeah, even with all the processing, if you'll try to preserve the look of the model, unfortunately, the earrings or rings or whatever will be put on her will be secondary in terms of preservation. And it will lead to something that you don't want at all, as well as the wrong representation of the product actually on the model. So the model is only a reference, okay? It's only reference. It will look somewhere similar, but never the same person. So don't even ask, hey, where is my person? No, it won't be, okay? If you want person, hire a photographer, boom, put it. That's how it is. AI work this way. Then also, let's say you have this image of the model. Okay, nice. And then you put the prompt, French restaurant, let's put it something like French street restaurant evening. Okay, somewhere like this. So we kind of telling about the environment. And then we choose close up. It's by default, it's on. So when you have close up, it's literally almost only ear. And we have the model that ears, it doesn't even visible much of the ear. It's a face, it's a portrait. So this together, it doesn't work well. You're basically giving the opposite directions, opposite instructions to AI. So if you want French restaurant, make sure to uncheck close up. So we'll see actually something around the model. Then lifestyle. Sometimes people uncheck it. I have it unchecked and want, let's say, French restaurant. It doesn't work because when checked, it will be lifestyle environment. If you uncheck, it's white studio background. Again, you're doing opposite instructions and it's never ends good. So please kind of think what you're trying to set up here. So here is lifestyle. Aspect ratio, auto is fine. Then these two on all try-ons, I think on everything, on most of the try-ons. If not, it will be everywhere soon. We have, okay, here we go. Gred, Jan, Anita, hi. Yes, okay, so hi guys, eventually we have commenters. I see your comments. So what I'm telling, that this is actually two different models. It's not only about resolution. Yes, these two can do 4 megapixel or 8 megapixel, and SD model can do only 1 megapixel. But you know what? We can do probably, we can do So you'll see a little bit more what I'm talking about. So beside the resolution, it's actually two different AI models. So when you do SD generation and then you switch to Pro, yeah, it costs more. But the look will be different, really different. HQ model, they super photorealistic. They really photorealistic. They have like, you cannot even tell that this is AI. While SD, it's more like, glamorous look and something. So make sure. But SD only 1 megapixel plus minus. And this, you don't need to have anything. You don't need to have the upscale because it's large. So let's try HQ, lifestyle off, output format, auto, and French restaurant. Okay, let's run it. And the earring size, medium. Well, I don't think it's medium. It's more like a small. Let's try and run. So Greg saying, yes, try percentage. We do have it, believe it or not. When under the hood, we use it. We don't use like actual numbers in terms of the size of the jewelry when we put it on a model. Believe me, we use a percentage. We just converting it to based on the user selection, because for user we're not gonna show the percentage of what. Only when you kind of think about size of the model, size of the earrings, for example, then you can tell. So we do it. And for us, Greg, you may be professional, you may be working on this, and you know how to do it. You understand what I'm talking about. I see by looking at those generations, those reports where it's kind of wrong. I see that many people doesn't really understand many things, and they don't even read or watch those tutorials. They think sometimes they're trying to put rings using earrings try-on, ring on a model using earring application. What you can tell, how you actually can talk to that person. But it's fine. We all make mistakes. So like this, for example, we have this very unusual, well, not very unusual, but wow, my internet is really slow. So the design, you see, it's kind of more unusual design, more chances AI will make mistakes. So this is what we have as input, and the output was, let's see, it's you see, it's wrong. It's like it went through the not through ear. It does understand it wrong, right? Even though instruction plays back of hoop earring behind the ear. Well, yeah, user were trying to kind of fix it. So, for example, on cases like this, when you see that it's doing wrong, even everything is fine here. The model is fine. The photo of earrings are really good, but AI just couldn't get it. So let me show you how to fix this. If this happens, yes, it will cost more. I know, but you switch the model. HQ is way more clever. Really, it's way more clever. Let's try just as is. Lifestyle, close up. Yep, all is good. And let's generate. We'll see. And now, do we have our generation? Okay, so this is our generation. As you can see, this is, I cannot, well, because I'm sharing this way, I cannot open it. And actually, I can open. So let me download. I'll show you. Earring size is really small. We choose small. So if you choose medium, it will be larger. Let's generate it with medium. And meanwhile, I'll show you. 1 second, I'll show you the size of this earring. It's 4 megapixel. It's not even, it's not even the, okay, 8, but this is actual size. And if you look at this photo, really, it's almost impossible to tell that this is AI. It's super duper realistic. Maybe it's actually too much realistic. Maybe you need more like glamorous look. If yes, tell us. Tell us. We can adjust. We can have some sort of like a switch. Make me glamour, make me real one. But this is how it is. And another thing, while it's working, if you have not close up, we have not close up. You understand that the image of the earrings will have less details, right? It's just inevitable because, well, it's smaller. So if you want to preserve some, the look, make sure to choose close up, okay? And meanwhile, it's doing this. Let's see. Well, it takes time. Those models, the generation time, sometimes it's long. Okay, Greg saying I'm talking about earlier conversation about the size of earring. Oh, okay, I see. My earrings are not correct. I put the prompt with bigger and smaller and forks. Okay, I see. Yes, okay, I got it. So Greg is saying that you can put in the prompt. If you see that it still generates a large one or too small. Well, usually there are no problems with small, but problems with large. So what did you do here? I forgot. I changed some. Oh, I made this larger, the size from small to medium, right? And you see earrings are larger. So yeah, what will work if you see that it's still. Let's put close up on and let's choose different models. So I'll show you different look. Actually, you know what? Let's choose the same restaurant but different model, SD model, and close up. We'll see. It's kind of a little bit opposite direction, but yeah. And what Greg was saying that you can put it in a prompt, in instruction. It's not really prompt, it's instructions. Make it like 15% smaller or 20% smaller. It will kind of additionally make it smaller. It will work. Yes, thank you, Greg. So let's generate it here. Okay, look at this. So the previous generation user was complaining it was not under the ear, I mean, not behind that other part of that, infinity sign. Here it's fine, it's correct. So let's download, I'll show you. This is one, and well, this is larger, right? It's definitely visible that it's larger than this because we select larger size. So sizing works. I mean, it works. But when you switch, look at this, it's correct placement, right? For this strange design. So if you have issues with generation on SD, switch to HD, okay? And you can always tell, make me a kind of glamorous look. So it will be a little bit more glamorous, like this one will be. Alrighty. This is how you can improve. Then, like I said, please, besides selecting the issue, tell us, because we have team of people looking at this every day, at those reports, and trying to understand where we can improve our application based on your feedback. Give us a little bit more idea if it's not clearly visible. For example, for this one, it's visible. I see what is the issue is. So we have this picture, it's beautiful necklace, right? Whatever you call it, it's really nice. And then we have the generation, which is beautiful, but it changed the colors, And I know why it changed, by the way, very glamorous look. So the color of the gemstones, unfortunately, this is our mistake, but it was changed because, look at this. The prompt was spring colors, flowers, spring colors, flowers, put it on a model. So when you prompt spring colors without specifying what will be with spring colors, the result, here you go, spring colors on the gemstones as well. So this is why I'm telling you, if you prompt it, think what you're actually telling. It's you need to be a manager immediately, even though you never kind of talked to people before. You need to think how other people will receive your message. So AI, it's kind of newborn baby. If you're telling about colors, make sure that you're talking about spring colors, not on the metal, because many people can change while putting on a model, they can change the color of a metal, color of the gemstone. It's doable. You can tell, hey, this is like emerald instead of clear diamond. And it will put in a model with different color. So user made a mistake basically here. Yes, if it's super clever, AI should understand, okay, yeah, it should be preserved. And it is actually, we tell them, of course, you understand that we have learning, I mean, we teach this AI not to change anything. But if user tell him to change, it will change. So this is what happens. Okay? This is what happens. Think about prompting. Better not to prompt. Then this, for example. I'll be checking this during the weekend. Pretty neat stuff. Thank you, Jamil. Let's see what we got here. 1 second. So this is good now. This is, remember that we are doing French restaurant with different model. Let's download this one and we'll see. So this is the HQ model, and this is SD model. So this is how it looked like. It's larger, which we selected medium size. It did well, but you see the look is kind of like it's more glamorous. It's it's a little bit not blurry, but yeah, there is not much detail. There is not pores. It's like really like a beauty shot. We can actually switch this, teach that model to more to do more glamorous. Again, when you will be watching this video, even recording, yeah, let me know if it's it's something that you need to have, because I work here for you. Okay. Then what else? Let's see this one. How much time do we have? Okay, we have 30 more minutes. I'm going to spend 1 hour with you guys, and like I said, hopefully I'll be doing it every week. Hopefully. So this is generation. That we have this input. We have this crest. Okay, yeah, good photo. All in focus. Nice. Then we have a crop of it. Crop. My internet super slow today. So there is a crop. And for me it looks like it's maybe not the best crop, not good enough, and this is the result. Okay, different colors. So let's see. Let's. I have this beautiful button that kind of tell me. I mean, I can load to see what user input was. So this is what it was. First of all, the crop was like this. Okay, one more mistake. If you want more details on your jewelry, send closer look. Usually you have big photos. You can upload like up to 10, 20 megapixel, right? We let you to upload 25 megabyte file. It's huge. If it's JPEG, of course, only JPEG. So crop it this way, okay? Crop it this way. It will be more pixel of actual subject to be sent to AI. If you crop it loose, it will be just less amount of pixel, less resolution, or less details, and the outcome will be more chances that it will get off from what you have, and engraving little details. So this is correct crop. That's one thing. Don't worry, that's only for me. that error, yeah, all works. Then user selected this color. Yes, it was too yellow, but I think it was something wrong. Again, it was no description under why it's wrong, so I'm just guessing maybe color is wrong. So if you think that color is wrong, why you set this color? What I would do here, I get custom, I get color picker, and I'll navigate here, because this one looks like it's correct white balance. How I'm telling, gray, look gray. So the background, which is white, gray, it looks without much color shift. Maybe just a little bit. So this is correct color representation. What you do to make sure that it's nice, you select the color here somewhere. Look, this is, I think it's correct color. I maybe, since user wanted, it's a little bit yellowish, I shifted slightly to the yellow side, so manually shifted. And then I said color 1. Sorry, this one. So it's set. And HD. By the way, these HQ and SD, this is the same model, it's just different resolution. Okay, HQ cost more, because the way that everything works, it's per megapixel. More megapixel cost more. Okay, so let's do SD. That's fine. Customer doesn't need more. That's completely fine. Let's regenerate. So we'll see. We'll compare. Okay. Then, so this one we fixed, right? It was issue with customer saying that, hey, it's wrong. I switched the model from SD to HQ and it was perfect. Yes, it cost more, but again, guys, you pay either 30 cents or you pay 90 cents. I think 90 cents for good generation like that, like I was showing you, it's good, right? I mean, I'm talking about this size, and it's just 4 megapixels. It could be 2 times larger. I think it's a good price. Come on, you never have photographer to do it like this for you for 90 cents. So, I mean, it's up to you, but I know, I'm talking to many of our clients, and most of them saying that the money is not an issue if you have correct generation. So they really don't care about will it cost like 50 cents or $1.50 if it's correct. So not all, but if if it's too expensive, you understand, but I can't do anything. So let's see. Okay, we have new submissions in terms of what's bad. This is all bad. You understand this? I'm looking first always at bad. So we got this. You understand, right? This is user mistake. Who is this? No name, and it's not even subscriber. And that's sad because he may think that he or she that we did it wrong, but we didn't do wrong. We did what he asked for. Spring colors. Anyway, this one. So let me try again. There is no issue unrelated or distracted background. So let's see what is wrong. This is what is that? What application? Creative Jewelry Photographer V1. By the way, V2, this guy, it's a beast, really. If you try this one, it's super amazing. If you never try it, if you need some creative shot, do it. But it's not retoucher. It's it. Okay, so we have image of the environment, right? He submitted of something that he want to repeat. And then he have the ring, which is source image for the generation. By the way, it's a bad idea to have the same type of subject on the background image. AI can mix it. Unfortunately, it can kind of mix it. And instead of doing this, it can do this 2 rings, placing one instead of another one. Well, if you look at the application, we tell that, better to be without subject. I'll show you a little bit trick. Maybe you can do it later. So we have this, and we have prompt. Let's see the prompt. This is not English, so let me translate it. I'll tell you what it means. Base it entirely on the image of water, only with the elegant red background. Base, well, place maybe, I know it's from Spanish. Base it entirely on the image of water. And we have this generation. So it got correct ring. Let me see. Yeah, almost correct ring. This is the ring. Man, my internet. Anyway, this is the ring. And it looks pretty much similar, but a little bit, yeah, it still changed design of the top. Unfortunately, it changed. So it made it like this. First of all, I don't think prompt was good. And I don't know why this person have this prompt at all. Why? Because when you submit the image, you don't need to tell what AI will see on the image. I'm talking about reference image for your background. You can only screw up things. Here, if he need to change something, only prompt is correct. Red background. This is correct prompt for this. Red background. No need to tell that this is water, this is blah, blah, blah. No need to tell, okay? So it's important. And we can try to regenerate it. Let's see. So this plus this, retoucher SD. I'll do Pro. Let's try to do Pro 916. And instead of all this, I will put it red background. Red background, okay? That's it. We'll see. It may not work, really. Now, we have time. I'll show you some trick. Okay, first, I'm jumping. You see, I'm trying to put as much as possible information for you during this, so I'm jumping. This is the what we did before, and it's different color. The color that we selected here, it's slightly off. And again, this is unfortunate. It will be changing sometimes. We're working on this, but well, new technology, guys. What do you want? We have updates on applications every day. Every day we're trying to make it better. And if you've been with us for a while, you know how big improvements we made over time. But still, the color, you can control it this way. Okay, you can change it, you can control. And this color, it's also intimate. The color of the original jewelry, it affects. So play with this. Now you know how to set a completely custom color by picking it from here. And you have different results, right? So let me see what I have on my gallery. I've been playing with different stuff here, and you know that you can do video, you can do whatever you want by choosing send to, right? You understand that you can just, send this to video, image to video generator. It will load, and you just hit generate, basically, without any prompt, and it will make a video, hopefully lifestyle video. Video, new ways of doing video is coming soon. We'll have updates. About background. Let's say you have, you found online, let's say you went to Pinterest, and you have jewelry, and you have some cool ideas about, the jewelry, how it should look like. Welcome back. Yes, perfect. Let's choose jewelry. Come on, jewelry. 1 second, guys. Jewelry advertisement. Jewelry advertisement photo. So something that just ideas, and kind of I'm looking. That's nice. Nice. What else? Okay, for example, this one. This is kind of popular. I really like this. It's cool, right? But it has item on it, and if I use this with item, probably it may be bad. By the way, Pinterest, it's super cool source for many things creative. You see, it's kind of start making you similar stuff, showing the similar. It's really, really good. So anyway, I just download this image, saving it somewhere. And it's not stealing, don't worry. It's just modification. It's like it's public domain, so we can do it. No worry. So, and I'm going to application that's called Object Remover. Let's load it there. Let's load our image that we just downloaded. Okay. Here we go. And I need to tell what to remove. So this is, what is that? Is it bracelet or ring? Let's put jewelry. I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Jewelry. That's it. And I want to have it portrait 3x4, 9. Okay, let's do the same aspect ratio. So what it will do, it will create image for me without the whatever I'll put in that prompt window. And I have environment. Okay? And then I can use that image as the background for my creative generations. Here we go. You see, bumps is gone. So I need to download it. And then what I do, hello, okay. Then I go to our creative photographer, photo of the jewelry. Let's select, let's have this, actually it's bad photo of the ring. Let's see how it will work. It's relatively bad quality, okay. I'm going to, well, we're going to have crop here. It's not there. Next update, you'll be able to crop it, because without crop, it's not good. Additional jewelry item, this one can combine up to 2. We don't do this. Let's upload our background that I found myself. I want it to be there. So here we go. I have this background. I'm selecting this background. Auto SD. Let's have Auto HQ. And actually, if I want to have it vertical for social media, I have it portrait. Well, 16:9, it's bad. I hate it. Let's do, okay, SD. Let's have it portrait 3x4 SD. Okay, that's it. Oh, no, sorry. Something's wrong. It's wrong. Where is my image without anything? Okay, here it is. I've selected wrong. Okay, so this one, right? And 3x4, this is too long anyway. 3x4. And let's generate. No instructions needed. Again, you have image, no need instructions. But if you have no image, actually, it can do amazing stuff. this preview, the thumbnail, it was done on that application. You've seen that forest. It's just really nice. It was no image. It can blend into the scene that you can describe in words. Really, really nice. I mean, it does just amazing job if you do this without reference image, but you need to describe. So let's see the video. Okay, so this is the video. It's completely nice lifestyle video, and well, hand is almost like somebody's touching her, but it's fine, I guess. Here we go. This without any prompt. So if I want to have, I can download it, of course. But if I want to have, something else, I can always tell here, zoom out the camera. Zoom camera out. Model is smiling. So if I have some ideas about how it should be, and I can do 10 seconds, for example, and just run. It will be the video, probably it will be model face. We'll see. Then this is what it generated. So no underwater picture. Remember that underwater guy? So yes, okay. That means what it means. By the way, ring representation is really nice. It just means that it cannot do this. There is not much training data of such images. So yes, sorry. Maybe we can do it underwater. Maybe. Actually, I don't know. We can try. Let's do it. Let's try. I'm using different models. You see HQ. It's not what user was using. Underwater. Bubbles, red background. But the truth is, with this prompt, we can do even like underwater, the rocks, dark rocks. We may need to have background image at all. It may work better, really. So what if we remove it at all? No background image. Let's see, underwater, ring, let's put ring. Ring is underwater, dark rocks, bubbles, red background, dramatic. So you see, it's not a prompt, it's just idea. And let's run. And it should be 9:16. I don't like this. Why I don't like this? Because AI works the best at square. It was trained always at square aspect ratio. Yes, it can do difference, but it's a hint for you. If something is super critical, something AI is struggling to do, think about making it square. Again, newer model works better with any aspect ratio, but everything started from square, all those learning. So let's see, we got new video. Let's see the video. It's my internet. Well, let's let it load. Okay, so it's completely changed, unfortunately. It's completely changed the look. Somehow it didn't get... instead of... So it didn't see that it has a stone. It did see like a little puff for this. Well, I don't know why. I don't know, really. But we got it, right? So if you look at the result, this is the result. The ring is, I think it's perfectly well. And while it's different, it may work for you, okay? So this is what you do with background, with all this. But again, the truth is that if you use this application without, let's choose the same ring. Where is this? The same ring. And without the background image, but just tell it. Actually, we can have two images. Let's have two rings. We'll see. And instructions. Let's tell what we have here. Underwater, dark rocks, bubbles, red background. Let's try. This is newer. This is V2 instead of V1. Okay, guys, we're almost done. It's 10 minutes left. If you have questions, please ask right now. We don't have much online viewers. That's okay. I know people are busy. Bam, bam. Fun. So you can ask me. So I'm jumping. Remember, this was view 1. And what we did, we removed the reference image. We took it away. Yes, it's different, but look, it's way closer to, well, original idea. Rocks, bubbles, underwater. And it's super natural, super. Even too much, because Ring does look nice. It's like if you shoot it underwater, there is no studio lighting. So it's like this. I'm wondering if we put on the same, using same application. Hello. We'll put studio, actually dramatic lighting. I will put professional studio lighting. Let's see how it will be under the water, but professional studio lighting. Something a little bit crazy, but who knows? Who knows? Let's have water is swirl or... Okay, studio lighting. Let's try. This is view 1. This is our ring. So she's smiling. Look at this. And she's a nice girl. It's interesting. The teeth are not as white as usually. That's kind of strange. But anyway, here you go. You have real stuff, right? You can post it. It's all real. Not bad. I'm gonna download it. Download it here. Okay. And well, it's still running. This one is still running. And this one is still running. And what else I can show you at the end of this? So, well, first of all, you'll watch this video. What you do, you can ask questions. You can send us questions. You can comment under this video with your questions. That's even better because everyone will see your questions, and I will use it on my next video to communicate, to demonstrate something. Okay. You can always send me email, but it's better. It's really better to do this. Actually, I have some questions from Maggie, one of our customers. So, first question was necklaces. AI doesn't understand sizing. So sizing is, well, I'll record the video. Sizing is possible. We doing this. We selecting different sizing. Sometimes, by the way, guys, if you have image like this, for example, this cross, right? There is no easy way for AI to understand how, and you put it on a model, how long the chain should be, right? So you can tell it when you do virtual try-on necklace, pendant in this case. You say short, short, how you call the chain, right? So it will be shorter. Longer, it will be longer. You need to tell it because there is no way to see it. And in many cases for necklaces, there is no whole thing. It's not visible. It's just a part of the thing on the pendant, right? So, so yes, sizing. It's another question. Okay, about zooming, Maggie, if you watch this video about zooming, it's a matter of just creating. This is zoom in, zoom out. It's just an image. You cannot zoom out. You do resolution. If you run, this is 4 megapixel. If you run 8 megapixel, anyone can zoom it, and it will be super kind of cool. Okay, so you just choose model with HQ, then updates. Yeah, okay. So, and thank you for feedback, Maggie. Okay, so this is as close as possible, right? Without any image that we supply as a background. And this is our two rings with different model, V2, I mean different application, under the water, bubbles, and it's actually, it's not under. There is water here and it's underwater. It's a little bit, it bubbles in the air. But still, I think it's nice. It's kind of, let me see how it looked like once it downloaded, see full size. So I think it's nice. What I can tell. Yes, bubble stuff, it's a little bit hard to guess. I mean, to get for AI. But for me, it looks super duper realistic. I mean, especially if it's not underwater. Even like this, come on, it's... I don't know. I like it. So what the question, so many choose from. Yes. Okay. So, okay, questions. Which of the jewelry retouching model is that the most natural? Okay. So we have, if you go to retouching, jewelry retouching, we have a lot of retouchers. Why? New models are coming, new AI models, but people using some older stuff, right? We cannot take away. I was trying to kind of have just, let's say, one jewelry retoucher, but we have issues because people saying, hey, you know, where is my, it worked for me. So we keep adding newer version, V1. This is the oldest one, and it's people sometimes like it, but I don't think it's good, really. It's expensive and it's not good. So each next version, it's newer, but we keep older stuff. We're gonna move them. Eventually, we'll have the new, I mean, the category, something like or outdated or not supported. We'll move them, and here it will be maximum 3. But still, it will be few, Janita, it will be few versions, because behind each model there is different AI, not just newer version of the old AI. I'm talking about AI model. It's different one. It's different structure, different the vendor. I mean, sometimes we use Google, sometimes we use Chinese guys. We use Anthropic. Well, there are many. Flux. Well, it's all under the hood, and it's actually mixed. And we have to keep, because for some jewelry, for some types, one model works really nice. For other jewelry, it may not work nice. So sometimes you need to try in different to see for your specific type of jewelry, for your specific photography. Sometimes people have very high quality images, and for example, this high fidelity. Why we start getting high fidelity image? I mean, the models. If you sell expensive, let's say, rings, any jewelry, expensive jewelry, like I'm talking about tens of $1,000s jewelry, the quality of main gemstone, let's say diamond, it's important to be basically presented as is. You cannot retouch inclusions in the diamond, right? Because it's different price. So if you're in jewelry business, you know that the same ring can have different quality of main diamond, and price will be different. And the difference is in inclusions, in clarity, and all this stuff that only jeweler knows. We cannot retouch it out. We need to preserve it, otherwise it won't be sellable. We need to polish only metal. This is why we have these specific models, high fidelity, that keep gemstones almost intact. They do not change faceting and stuff like this, really, while polishing metal. Other models, like for example this one or this one, you see I specifically put this before and after on thumbnail to show that, for example, this one can do really shitty image. Well, it's not shitty, it's just not professionally done. Well, actually, it's not bad. There are some very worse, but it can improve quality of everything, kind of retouch the whole thing, take away, stuff. Then yes. But for example, if you have a ring like I have the client with super high quality. Come on, I need to do this. By the way, sometimes it's we have some bugs, images not loading, so you need to hit get images one time, and then you will be able to load more. There is button, sometimes it disappears, it's a bug. Anyway, to dig on your upload, this is your upload gallery deeper, hit this button, get images. Okay, so let me see 1 second. I'll probably will find you. Well, this is good photography as well. Almost there. Okay, so for example, this. Look at this. It's a super high quality photo of the ring. It's as is. It's out of the camera, but it's all in focus. And gemstone, it's very expensive ring. I think it's diamond, and it should be all preserved. So what I will choose Square HQ and try to run it. This application, it may change the color, it may change the appearance. It may. It's kind of we made it as much as possible versatile, both. But again, I think it's a good idea. You tell me when you will be watching this video. Please comment under the video. Tell me this. Do you need this option to specifically preserve gemstones, like a checkbox or whatever on the application? When you check, AI won't touch your gemstones. I mean, maybe just slightly, but it's supposed to kind of remove scratches, even though there is no scratches on diamonds, right? It's not scratches, maybe it's some dust, I would say. It should remove dust, but it should kind of preserve it. If yes, so let me know. If you find with what it is now, then we definitely will be fine. So not a problem with this, okay? So we'll wait. We got this, right? You understand how cool the combination can work, right? 2 different rings. Again, you can always make a video from it. So send to, I need to arrange it nicer, image to video generator. Let's do, it should do it itself without prompt, but I need to make sure. Camera slowly pan around rings. Okay. Tiny bubbles in the water. Lighting is flickering. Again, my English is not so good. Maybe camera slowly pan around rings. Tiny bubbles, blah, blah, blah. Let's generate. We'll see. You have good result with V2. So yeah, you just need to select which one you like the best in terms of which version. We'll have, like I said, either we'll move it to legacy, or it may be even better idea if we will have, 1 second. For example, what we may have a specific drop-down. So it will be one retoucher, one application, but with drop-down of different models. V1, V2, V3, high fidelity, you know, the heavy. Heavy means that it can, if you take a photo with trembling hands with your iPhone of something, it will kind of retouch it, even though it's not visible details in it. So that kind of models, this is basically heavy. V1 heavy can do this, but it will change details, of course, especially if there is no details. So we may have the drop down, you can use it. It's up to you. Again, I'm looking for feedback. Main thing I need from you, if you kind of like what we do, if you think that, you know, we're doing a good job, if you want to help us to improve, I really appreciate any feedback, especially when we're gonna back to this, when you submit bad review, I mean, you rating. I love bad ratings because it helps me to understand what we can improve, but I need your feedback. For example, creative photographer V2, not jewelry, just photographer V2. By the way, we put in V3 soon. So there is a prompt: create a nice background, newborn related to display the gift set shown in the photo. The main purpose of a nice photo to use to display the gift set on the website. That's completely crazy, but anyway. And what person submit this? And tell me what the subject is here. Because look, this creative photographer, what it does, it takes subject and places it on the background, the computer-generated background, right? So subject is unchanged, well, kind of design and everything, and background is generated. When you submit something like this, how AI is supposed to know what the subject and what it generated? I think it just generated what he asked. Yeah, it basically did it a little bit loose, so it generated stuff around. It's meaningless to submit image like this. It should be image of the subject, clearly visible that this is subject. The rest, I'm not even talking about white background. Just, you know, hold it in your hand so AI will understand, okay, this is the subject. Otherwise, it will be bad, okay? This another thing, again, person saying that something unusable. Why unusable? I have an idea. For me, the ring is, but it looks exactly the same. It's perfect photo. Yes, it's kind of, it's really super realistic because it's HQ model. This is older woman because the input is older woman, right? It doesn't look like a model, but we're always saying that it's not gonna look like a model. So honestly, like looking at this feedback, I have no idea why it's marked bad. So this is not much information for me. Okay, so I think we're done. Okay, this is what we got. Oh man, it's bad. Oh shit, it's really bad. I don't know why. I mean, I see it's lost details. Oh, I know why. Okay, that's one thing to tell you. This image is 1 megapixel, 1 megapixel submission. I mean, the source. We crop it this way. It's small one. Okay, and I choose HQ. HQ will make up to almost 3 megapixel. But if your source is small, the result will be not so good. So if your source is SD, if it's like around 1 megapixel source, please select it like this, okay? Then the result will be better. But you've seen, well, you don't see what I've seen here because you see it on the video screen. But it was almost untouched, the gemstone and everything. So this application kind of cool and preserving. Okay, what else? What do we have? So let's see. Look at this. It's well, for me, it's a miracle. Really, I'm still I enjoy my product so much. Really, it's like wow. It's real. I mean, all real. If you look at the let's see. What I can tell. One click, right? Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so here we go. SD model, SD result. You see, it's super polished. It's really nice. Let's download it. But it did change color of the metal. Well, this guy, this Retoucher Pro V5, yeah, one of the reasons why we have this, because it may change color. So I'm gonna choose white gold here, set 1, and run it again. It's white gold. Color may be shifted, that's why you need to select it. But sometimes this little bit bluishness in the color, sometimes it's okay when we do retouching. So look at this. Gemstone is, I mean, it's preserved. Even though there is no option to specifically preserve gemstones, we're just trying to do this. The metal is polished. Actually, it's slightly blurry here. I'm not sure why. So maybe a second run is needed. But yeah. Again, how we do it, you need to choose different one. You need to see how this will work with different retoucher and see what will work for you. Okay, my dear friends, it was a beautiful time with you. We'll wait till the result. We'll change color or not. But basically, we done here. Okay. This video will be posted on our blog, and you'll have access to it even after everything. I'll try to do it every week. Not sure about next week though, but we'll have time and day in week and time which will be set for this type of events. And well, it did some color, but it changed it. So that's probably not super good for this ring, unfortunately. And you will know the time, and when you have time, you jump on it. If not, it will be always there waiting for you. Also, I mean the recordings. Also, make sure to subscribe to YouTube channel. This is all through YouTube. So our channel. How do you see the channel? Your channel. We young, not many subscribers yet, but here we'll be posting everything, all the guidance, all the, how to. So if you want to learn, subscribe and learn. And yep, thank you for joining in. It was fun. It was a pleasure. I appreciate it. And see you next time. Watch for announcement. It won't be next Friday. It won't be. Most likely we'll set this time and date, but not for next time. Alrighty. Thank you. have a good Friday and have a happy weekend. It's holidays. I hope everything will be fine. Okay, bye guys. Bye.